Hey, what's up, everybody? Listen, I did not do my show last night. This is not a live recording right now. This is just me. So I will not be able to interact with any of your comments. I'll be able to see them later. But this is just a video. I'm going to do something very quick about the Lions and the Bears and the Cowboy game real quick. This will be a little piece of what I was going to say last night as we get ready to turn the page. I may do something a little bit later on to get in more detail, but I want to put this out here about the game on last Sunday, which the Cowboys flat out demolished the Bears as we were supposed to. That's the bottom line. Whenever you have a team that you know you're better than, you need to put your foot on them. We did that. It is what it is. We don't make up the schedule. Chicago is not a good. They're a good running team, but overall they're not a good, football team. And we did what we were supposed to do. So I don't have any problem with the win. I know all these haters will start talking about who we played and who we didn't play and all that. Look, it makes no difference. They were on the schedule long before the season started. There was a game that most everybody before the season even started said we would win. So we did what we were supposed to do. However, one of the things that I want to talk about last night that I'm going to talk about very briefly now is how we won. And I'm just going to sum it up with the issue that most of our fan base is talking about. Most of the major networks, they are talking about it. As I knew it would happen, and most of you knew it would happen. And that is the question mark of Tony Pollard and how he should be the starter or how he should not be the starter. It is what it is. This is what I want to say about it. And I know a lot of your comments probably are going to say something. This is a situation where everybody will not agree by no means. But I'm going to put this out here, at least from my standpoint. To me, overall, Ezekiel Elliott is a all-around better back. No doubt about that, to me. But at the same time, Ezekiel Elliott at this point in his career cannot do what Tony Pollard can. And for those who said that he couldn't run, and some folks say he only run outside and he can't run between the tackles, all that's been shut down now. It's not even a discussion anymore. It's not even a discussion. Tony Pollard, if you give him the ball inside or out, he can destroy you. That's what just happened to the Bears on Sunday. It's not the first time we've seen it. It was not his first time starting. We saw him do this against the 49ers a couple of years ago in Dallas. He had a huge game like that. Tony Pollard is a home run threat. For instance, the last touchdown, if you remember, the long touchdown along the sideline that he had, that is a play that Ezekiel Elliott cannot make. Ezekiel Elliott would have gotten stopped, for a 2-yard loss. He just, it's not Zeke's fault. He's had the surgeries. He's gotten banged up over these years. The tire tread, if you let me say it like that, it's not as thick as it was when he came out of Ohio State. That's just a natural decline of a running back that has taken a whole lot of hits in his lifetime. His hits just didn't start in the NFL. His hits started when he was in high school and in Ohio State. So the body can only take so much before you start seeing the effects. Ezekiel Elliott is still effective. There's no doubt about that. He just cannot do what Tony Pollard can do. And Tony Pollard can hit a home run from anywhere at any time, and he's just so much more explosive than Ezekiel Elliott is. There's an argument or there's a saying that Tony Pollard cannot block. I would agree that he cannot block as well as Ezekiel Elliott, but that does not mean that he can't block. He made a few key blocks on last Sunday. It didn't flatten anybody, but he got in the way. The quarterback didn't get hit. So that narrative is going to change as well. Ezekiel Elliott is just let me put it this way. I just feel like Pollard is more of a Kellen Moore type running back than Ezekiel Elliott is. It's almost like, do you want a basketball analogy would be, do you want us to throw it into the center every trip and just let him be able to get in the post and try to, do his thing in the post, or do you want a fast break type offense? That's what Tony Pollard does. The yards that Ezekiel Elliott gets, the little run up the middle for 1 or 2 yards like we always see, Pollard is getting 4 or 5, if not if he don't break it. He's just more explosive at this point. Again, I say I don't think he's better than Ezekiel Elliott. But let's just be realistic and honest. It's not that much of a gap. I'm just saying. It really is not. Now, what Pollard does, he opens up the offense completely. If Ezekiel Elliott would have been in that game on Sunday, the offense would not have ran as smoothly as it did. It just didn't. You have to get yardage like Pollard was getting at those first 4 drives. You have to get that to make it easy on Dak for throwing. You don't need 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, all that kind of stuff. You need 3rd and short. That's what Pollard brings to the table. Do I feel like he should start? No, I don't think he should start. But I do believe that he's earned the right to get more carries, which is what we was asking for last year, if you just be truthful about it. He deserves some more carries because of what he brings to the table. And I know we get all these loyal people to Ezekiel and all that, but you got the same eyes that everybody else have. The offense just runs better. Pollard is in there. Just the truth. And Jerry's already killed it, as you knew he would. That he was saying, this offense still goes through Zeke and he's still the man and all that. Well, I already knew that was going to happen anyway, but you have to be very careful because you don't want to get into this loyalty issue that the Cowboys have had for years and years and years. We were loyal to Sean Lee when it was time to let him go. We were loyal to Jason Witten when we knew he was on the decline. We're right now so loyal to Tyron Smith. And when it's not beneficial, or at least not as beneficial as it could be. Pollard has showed us again, as far as I'm concerned, how dangerous he is, and we need to pay attention to that. There is a place for Ezekiel Elliott in this backfield. There is a place for him in it. I don't see nothing wrong with reversing the role, if you ask me. I don't have a problem. I'm not saying you should do it, but I wouldn't have a problem with Pollard being the lead back and let Zeke come behind him. So what I'm saying is, for instance, I don't mind Tony Pollard having 16, 17 carries and Ezekiel Elliott getting 13, 14. I don't have no problem with it at all. I would at all. It just makes Dak a better quarterback. You saw the couple passes that he caught out the backfield as well. That's something that we haven't really been implementing in our game plan, but that's something you have to count for when Pollard's in the game, because he can catch it out the backfield and I mean, it's just so much that he opens up for this offense. And I think that we need to take advantage of that. I sincerely hope that when we come back against Green Bay in a couple of weeks, that he doesn't, his role doesn't get diminished. But this is the Cowboys. We'll see. So far, as I transition to something else, hey, I got to give a shout out. I do. Y'all know I'm hard on Kellen Moore, but again, he shuts me up this week again. I have to give kudos to him. Hey, he dialing it up, no question about it. He's in a great rhythm. He has been loyal to the script. I mean, Dak didn't even throw it 30 times. Ran the ball quite well. Dak even ran it a couple times himself. So the commitment to the run is still there. By now, with Dak in, I just thought he would just go all ham and just start throwing the ball like it's a pinball machine, like this Madden 23. But got to give him credit. He's calling the right game. I'm impressed with Kellen Moore and what he's doing right now. The same way I used to destroy him is the same way I have to give him credit. So I give credit to Kellen Moore on today, as I would have done last night if I would have been live. He's done outstanding the whole year. The whole year, with the exception of maybe their first game. They've done an outstanding coaching job. Now, by now, whatever day you're looking at this, either the trade deadline is passed or the Cowboys got active. Right now, as we speak, nothing has happened, at least from my end, and I'm looking at it right now. Nothing has happened. About time maybe some of you are watching this, something may have happened. There is a hot rumor out that we're interested in Brandon Cooks. If that is the case when you're watching this and it has happened, I welcome him with open arms. He will make the offense better. He can play. There's no question about it. The only thing about Brandon Cooks is that he gets nicked up a little bit. But that's the Cowboy way. We like players who have a little injury history or whatever and comes in. But here are the facts about Brandon Cooks. Wherever he goes, he gets 1,000 yards. Now, he wouldn't get it down because, went into the season and everything. But he is a threat. He can stretch the defense. He can get behind the defense. That's that threat we were looking for. And the idea of Lamb, Gallup, and Cooks, that's pretty good. That's our three receivers going back to Cooper, Lamb, and Gallup. We'll have that third receiver that evidently Kellen Moore likes in this offense, or Coach McCarthy, whichever one you want to go with. That's a nasty threesome. If it happens, I'll be cool with it. But at the same time, I also am well aware of Jerry Jones and how he likes to talk and get everybody fired up and all that kind of stuff, and then nothing happens. And so as of now, the deadline, we're getting close to the end of it. Nothing has happened. So we'll see. It wouldn't surprise me if nothing happens at all, because that's just how Jerry is. Jerry likes to talk, likes clickbait. And when Jerry says something, I'm interested in the trade, the whole world, starts it. So we'll see. If it has happened by now and you're watching this, again, this is not live. So I hope that when I revisit this post and look at some of your comments, I hope that we made a trade for Cooks if it's there. You got to keep in mind, everybody, without Cooks, we're 6-2. So it ain't like we just dying that we got to have them. This would be just a nice piece to add, without a doubt. Speaking of that, I'll leave y'all with this. Who would have thought we'd be 6-2? Nobody. And so we ought to be very happy about this bye week We are 6-2. We got 2 weeks to prepare for Green Bay. We should be all right. We should be okay. I'm very excited about the second half of the season. Hoping that guys can stay healthy. We're getting better. There are people that are coming back. There are people that are learning on the fly. How about Mr. Clark, who ended up playing almost 40 snaps? I mean, he ain't played ball in a while since his neck surgery. Look at the kid. I mean, fast as lightning. Don't mind hitting you. I mean, just unbelievable. I mean, we're adding pieces to the puzzle that's only going to help us, and it's only going to get better. So overall, that was just a little piece of what I want to talk about, and I think I end it there. I may come back at some point this week and do the whole thing and talk about it. All right. Tonight, I'm excited because my son's very first playoff game is tonight. I hope he can pull it off. His very first playoff game in flag football is tonight, so all my focus is on it. I had to coach the team last week, and I don't think I'm doing it tonight. But if it is, I'll be ready. But my son, and he's so excited. So I'm fired up for him. He's ready to go to work. Hopefully we can pull off the win. This is the semifinal game. If he wins, the championship game will be this Saturday. And maybe we can be a champion. Starting off. How about that? That would be awesome with me. All right. I appreciate y'all. You see all the ways you can join the podcast or support the podcast. It's right there on your ticker there. I would appreciate it if you did. Join my YouTube channel if you can. The Big Time Show is what it is. Big Time Show. Go and subscribe there. And I would appreciate it so much. Till then, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out. This is, whether it's live or recorded, ain't nothing changed. Put your hands together right now. I can't see you. I don't know if you're going to do it or not. I'm just going to assume you're going to do it, okay? But if you don't, I bet you one day I'm going to get your head bobbing because that's how we do it. Right? This is, the Big Time Show.